Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to check the iFlight Green Hornet budget-friendly Cinewhoop. In this video I'm going to quickly go over its features and specs, show you how to set it up, and then head outdoors and test it out. Here you can see the Green Hornet side by side next to the Bumblebee, which I have recently reviewed. Except some minor changes, both quadcopters are using practically the same frame, and the main differences between the two are the electronic components and a price difference of about $100. In terms of packaging, inside the box along with the Green Hornet you are getting some stickers, a 20 cm long high quality battery velcro strap, a 90 degrees micro USB extension board, 2 anti-skid battery pads, a bag with plenty of extra screws, and a spare set of HSKRC tri-bladed 3045 propellers. You should note that an action camera mount is not included, and if you need one, which you probably do because you're getting a Cinewhoop, you should either print your own one or purchase it separately. In terms of specs, on the front of the Green Hornet, well protected inside the frame, you can find the Caddx Turbo US2 nano-sized FPV camera. The motors are the iFlight XING-E 1408 3600 kb motors, which can handle up to 4S Lipo batteries. On the center of the quadcopter, you can find the iFlight SucceX-E F4 20x20mm all-in-one stack. It is based on a 35A 4-in-1 BLL32 ESC, an F4 flight controller, and a 48 channels VTX that supports IRC TRAM protocol, uses an MMCX antenna connector, and has a selectable output strength of 25, 100, 200, 400, and 500 mW. As I mentioned before, both quadcopters are practically using the same frame, so on the top and on the bottom you can find unibody plates with a thickness of 2 mm. On the back of the quadcopter you can find an XT60 battery connector and an SMA connector for the VTX antenna. In addition, just like the Bumblebee, the Green Hornet is available with multiple radio receiver options. I've got the version which is bundled with an FrSky XM Plus receiver, and in case you are getting a buy and fly version, the radio receiver is going to be pre-installed and pre-configured. In terms of weight, the Green Hornet weighs 267 grams without a battery, so it's about 8 grams lighter than the Bumblebee. Setting up the Green Hornet is quite simple. First bind the radio receiver with your radio controller, then using the provided 90 degrees micro USB adapter, connect the flight controller to your computer and open up Betaflight. Make sure that all the radio sticks are working properly. Define your favorite flight modes and OSD elements. Now, by the way, I've got the pre-released version, which is almost identical to the released one, but as you're about to see in the flight footage, I've got a lot of link quality warnings, which as far as I know are not supported by the FrSky XM Plus receiver, so in case it happens to you as well, I recommend to turn off the link quality warning under the OSD tab in Betaflight. In addition, the VTX table wasn't configured properly, so as you can see over here, it is only defined to 3 modes. So what you can do in order to fix it is to add the missing modes, and I'm going to include the VTX table in the description box of this video. Here you can see how the ports are defined, and you should also pay attention when installing the propellers that out of the box the motor direction is reversed. The target firmware of this flight controller is Betaflight F4, and it came pre-flashed with Betaflight 4.1.1. I'm going to include in the description box of this video the dump settings, so in case you changed something and you don't know how to revert back to the default settings, you can simply use the dump file. The next thing that I've done is to head outdoors and test the Green Hornet using different types of batteries and with and without a GoPro Hero 7 Black action camera. The weight of the Green Hornet, including the 3D printed camera mount and the GoPro Hero 7 Black camera, is about 395 grams. In terms of flight time, when the GoPro camera is mounted on the Green Hornet, you can expect about 2 minutes using an 850 mAh 4S Lipo battery, about 5 minutes of flight time using a 1500 mAh 4S Lipo battery, and about 8 minutes of flight time, which is quite impressive, using my home-built lithium-ion battery pack. Without the GoPro camera mounted on the drone, the flight time is of course extended, but I think that without mounting an action camera on the drone, this quadcopter serves no purpose, and personally I can tell you that I'm not a big fan of these whoops, but in case you would like to fly a quadcopter indoors and you need something with a lot of protection, it's probably one of the best solutions that you can find. In terms of durability, on one of my first flights I had a very mild crash and this part of the top carbon fiber plate was broken. So first of all, in my opinion, it's a good idea to order extra bottom and top carbon fiber plates. And in addition, I also think that, like I mentioned in my review of the AJRC variant 3 frame, it's a good idea to shift the mounting holes to the sides, as normally when you crash the quadcopter you hit these parts, and since there are mounting holes in these positions, the carbon fiber plate is more likely to break. So overall, in my opinion, if you're debating whether to get the Green Hornet or the Bumblebee, I think that you should go with the Green Hornet, since first of all it will provide you with a better value for money because it costs about $100 less than the Bumblebee, and in addition, using the same batteries, I got longer flight times, which is very important since the flight times with the Bumblebee weren't great, especially when mounting a GoPro action camera. I'm going to wrap up this video with some flight footage, and as always, I thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it and you find it useful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments section down below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you like this video, and consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notifications bell if you're not already subscribed. See you on my next videos, and goodbye.